Hello Simmers, it's your favorite table simmer here, and today we're actually gonna have a long video, so get your popcorn ready and your shoes fastened cause we're gonna, I don't know where I'm going with this, but basically I am using an existing EA shell of a build. This is the Delgato house, I think that's the family's name, and I am turning into a completely different house. And so it's been a trend that everybody's doing shell challenges lately because they're insanely fun. So I decided to use EA's house as a shell challenge because you notice in like all these shell challenges that people completely transform the house into something else. And I kind of wanted to do that in a little sense. So I rotated the house. I actually already did the floor plan and stuff. I did cut that out just because the video would have been way longer. But I hope you guys don't mind that fact. But I am showing you how I landscaped and furnished everything. So without further ado, we're gonna really get into this video. But as I was saying, um, I wanted to transform the shell challenge into something like different from the usual renovation. So I wanted to change the orientation and see what I could actually do. And that's what I did. So I actually really enjoyed this build. It was fun to do. It just took forever to film. That's part of a reason why last week I didn't post any videos is because I was trying to get this done in time and then I realized it was taking longer. It took just as long to do this challenge as it did, just in case you didn't see it, my magic realm build. I did every room's a different Disney princess. I think I'll link it down below just in case you want to see it. But that one took just as long as this one, and it is, I guess they're the same size, just about. Maybe there's like one floor difference, but they're both mansions, so it's completely hard to do. And it was so complicated and construed and everything. I just wanted to make it look the nicest that I possibly could. So this is what I came up with. I really enjoy everything that I have going for this house. I really wanted to change everything about it, including the color. And what I noticed about Brindleton Bay is that they're kind of afraid of color. So I really wanted to make everything pop with the landscaping, and so that's what I did. And I did like string lights and everything. The backyard is a little lackluster compared to the rest of the house, but it's pretty cute. I just I don't think like my strong suit is definitely not backyards. It's actually my weakest thing, I think. My favorite thing to do, I think, if I had to choose anything, would be bedrooms. Because people have so many different characteristics when thinking of a bedroom that it's really fun to do. Um, so, but backyard's like my weakest suit, I think. I usually have more fun doing bedrooms than I do the outside, but I still have fun doing it nonetheless. And this house, as you can see, I actually separated the video, like I had to do it 3 different times or 4 different times. I had to separate the outside. I also had to separate, and you guys don't see all this, but like when I was sitting down to actually film it, I had to do it like in different sittings. So the outside took like a few hours to do, and then the first floor took a really long time to do, and the second floor took a really long time to do as well. And then the finishing touches was its own thing. So yeah, like 4 different times I had to do this, and each time was very long. But it was so fun. I had a lot of fun doing the dining room. The kitchen was a little challenging for me. That's only because when I'm doing large kitchens, it's always hard for me to figure out what to put in there, because like what do you put in a kitchen other than like the necessities? And I guess you don't, because like when you look at a lot of really fancy kitchens. They have a lot of counter space and stuff like that. So I had to kind of get into that mindset, but I still wanted it to look full and look good in The Sims, so I had to do something. But probably my favorite room of this house might be the dining room. I might change that as I'm going along and watching. It's like a new experience. I did this like over a week ago, so we'll see. This video I actually had to change what day it was coming out because it was taking so long, and instead I released a Create a Sim video, and I also did a different build to go with the Create a Sim, as you can see the last two videos. But I'm finally getting this one out, and it's very exciting because I actually I don't think I'll insert a clip of the person who wrote it. I'll just tell you their name. There was a commenter called Asian Guy. Like, I want to give him or her like full credit. But they had the idea of taking a house that already had a shell and changing it into something, and that was actually not on any of my videos, but it was on a Little Simsy video, of course, and I saw it in a comment section, so I thought it would be cool to try and do it. And I didn't do like one of the more recognizable houses. Like, it probably would have been funner to do it maybe a smaller house actually. But I decided to do it on the Delgato house because it was one of the houses I've been dreading to do. But once I cleared everything out, it was actually really fun. I'm very satisfied after, like, I'm doing this whole save, and it feels so satisfying when you get a like big lot already done, because the small lots are easy for me. Like, you can get a small lot done in 10 minutes if you wanted to, probably. But the bigger lots, you know, they're going to be challenged. Some of them are more exciting than others, but it's still like, I got to take this amount of time out of my day just to get this done. And it's not that much of a burden because in the end, it really makes the saves and makes them more memorable. But it's just so tiresome sometimes, and that's why you have to like really build up to these big builds. Like, the Magic Realm one was probably my favorite biggest build to do, but it still took a long time, and it was very draining on me. So after that, like, I still did like average to small size houses, and I don't know, like, it's just draining. It's completely draining. I think it really helps when I know that there's a challenge behind it, because then I know I should be getting it done. But even then, it's very challenging. But I don't know, I had fun. I want to talk about my life a little bit with you guys. I'm opening up. But recently at my job, they had us redo something in the parking lot. And it was really like exciting to do it. Like, I had a lot of fun. I got to come in whatever I wanted and get paid for it. And I was doing it with some coworkers I really liked and appreciate at my job, and it was a big project, but at the end of the day we got it done, and it's for people who deserve it. So I'm sorry I'm kind of being vague. It's just I don't really want people to know where I work. Just cause I don't like want to say something and then get in trouble at my job. I'm just not in that place right now. But I had a lot of fun doing it, and I just got that done, and it was very exhausting but very exhilarating because, I don't know, it gave me a purpose at my place of work. Like, I always have a purpose to give, like, excellent customer service and stuff like that, but there's other parts of it that are a little, like, stressful, or, like, you don't always feel like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of weird. It mostly it's just my anxiety because I'm a very anxious person when it comes to, I'm very friendly, but I'm anxious when it comes to big decisions, stuff like that. So, I don't know, sometimes I take stuff the wrong way, and I don't mean to, but it's just like when you have anxiety, it's a constant struggle. So it just felt really nice the past couple of days. And I also got Fall Guys on my PS4, and I've been trying to get good at it. I'm trying to get good at it, but I keep doing bad right now. But I just started the other day, so hopefully, fingers crossed. It's a very simple game, very simple controls. There's only like 3 of them, um, but it's just something that if it, like at first it's very easy to lose, but as you get working on it, you get better at it. And I've really learned that from Achievement Hunter. Um, they're one of my favorite channels on YouTube, but I've been watching them since probably 2012, I want to say, and they just they start out like really bad at a game, and then they try to get better at it, and it's kind of very motivating. I really like their channel. It's very nice and calming, and you can just turn off your mind and watch it whenever you want. So if you ever ask me what channels I suggest, that's always going to be one, even if you're not a simmer. I just like turning off my brain. It's like having fun with friends, just watching that. Like, you feel like a sense of community even though you're not there with them. So that's what I appreciate. And I don't know, I feel like I've gotten off of what I've been saying. But I was just telling you a few tidbits of my life, how I'm doing pretty good. I am going back to school next week. I just got off of school. You guys are probably like, what's going on? But I'm in college. I took a summer semester, so I basically got out of my summer class, and then I gotta go back to school online. All my classes are online this semester. There are some that still have to go, but none of mine are like in person. Just my summer course was in person, and I had to go every single day, so it was a little bit draining. That's why I wasn't able to post mainly, because it was just a lot at the end of the course. I had to get a lot of work done, and I wanted to give myself enough time for that, and that just meant I couldn't post as much because I didn't have enough time to make the videos. And I'm sorry to say that, but I'm back, baby, and I'm trying to, like, there might be a few videos after this that are a little bit pre-recorded, but that's because I have a lot of time between the days of today and probably like till Saturday. Today is Wednesday, just in case you didn't know, but that means I have like Thursday and Friday to really get stuff going before I have to go to school next week. I had fun doing this, but I don't really play with the Delgato family a lot. I had to look out like some of their traits, and I had to give them more money because I ran out. So it was a little bit of a struggle. And this was before I actually got that mod that I put in my last video. So I will start linking the mods that I use during builds. Usually I don't use any mods, but it's just, this mod is very helpful. It is actually, I'll pull it up. It was created by Twisted Mexi, and she made a bunch of mods that really help gameplay in The Sims 4. And the ones that I use, I don't know the names for them. Most of them are like straight to the point what they are. But I have one that actually, like, you can expand your menu by pressing the tilde key or the 1 key, and it will give you 5 options instead of the 2 columns it usually does. And then there is also another one where you can use your free cam in build mode, and that's extremely helpful in moments when you need to take screenshots, because then you don't have to go and move the family in and do this, that, to get the weather and the time correct. Instead, you can just do it based on what is there in front of you. And I do apologize if you hear my mouse clicking. It's the loudest mouse in the world. It's picked up no matter where I put the mic. But basically, when I'm clicking on my screen, sometimes it clicks very loudly. And I just want to say, looking at the build, the bathrooms came out really good. I kind of wanted to pay a little more attention to detail than I usually do in the bathrooms. But I think a bathroom really can make the house. So that's something helpful. I also do want to apologize. My boyfriend is playing games in the background. It's being very loud. But hopefully you can't pick it up. But as you can see, I'm doing like a little mud area in a sitting place. It kind of looks weird because I just put a plant to divide the couches and the actual coat hanger. So I do apologize if that looks a little strange. But I think my struggle started happening in the upstairs, and that's because basically I had all the downstairs done, and then I was like, oh, I gotta do the upstairs. But it wasn't too hard. I don't know, but I think I forgot to put a squatty potty in here. I did that in the build before this one, and I think I just keep forgetting them. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But hopefully I didn't. If not, I'll go in and add it. Like I said in the last one, I will delete something if I have to just to get a potty in there. But I do apologize. I will add it to the bathroom. I will try. If I did forget. If not, we're all good. But I don't know. It's just something I keep forgetting because everything looks like clear and concise. And it's like, oh, I forgot a potty. Because when I was growing up, like, we did have squatty potties, but I think, like, my parents started to try to teach us on the toilet, like a normal toilet. I don't know if that's correct, but that's how I thought, like, I grew up. Because they didn't have all these, like, fancy toilets growing up, like the new children's stuff and everything. But I really don't think I added a squatty potty to this one. I will, for sure, get it in, because I'm pretty sure I didn't upload these yet just because the gallery was down when I was trying to do it, and I will get it done though, probably after I finish filming this, or maybe tomorrow. But by the time you have already seen Thursday's video and today's video, should have been done by now. In the video though, you can see I made like a little doggy cat room because this is the pets pack, and they have a cat and a dog. I don't know any of the cat and dog traits, but I made them a little room because they're rich and obviously they would have one. I think downstairs there is a guest room, and then I have 2 rooms for the children and 1 room for the parents, and then there's a whole upstairs area. So I don't know like what rich people like have in their houses, so I just like guessed. And I'm kind of a little disappointed with the child's bedroom, only because I feel like, I don't know, it feels a little empty. Like I didn't decorate it to its fullest potential, but I didn't know what to do at this point, and I don't know, like I was a little lost. And I think it looks alright. It looks alright. I think I'm just making a big deal. I definitely didn't put up curtains. That's one of the things I kind of forget a lot. But I didn't put up that much curtains. But I did really try. The bathrooms, spectacular. Just no curtains in the house. It's what I'm saying. Or squatty potty. Maybe I won't go back and add it because I feel like maybe I just wasn't feeling curtains that day. But I really enjoy like how the layout came about, and it is kind of weird, but I feel like they're kind of a weird family. And the parents' room, usually I have trouble like decorating big rooms like this, but I gave them like a whole leisure spot, and I feel like I hit it in the head of what this house should feel like. I even use these vampire lamps. I like using those. I think old-timey rooms use those lamps a lot because it's like inspired by Victorian era lights. So I think it's perfect for any of your needs. And I also like added like a nice little lamp. There's no restrictions in this pack. I think if I restricted it, maybe it would have been a little easier to build, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel when I restrict some packs or like builds of some packs, it doesn't come out that good because I don't know how to decorate it. But I also have had builds where it really came out spectacular because I didn't include so many packs. I think there's just a lot of options, so sometimes I don't always know. And I'm gonna be honest, there's this one painting in this house I've never used before, ever, until this pack because I was using dogs and cats. But I use it in like a lot of the rooms, and I think I'll be using it a lot more because its default is a ship. So I didn't know it had other swatches in the ship one, and I don't know why. But it has some really nice paintings in it, and I think I'm gonna start using it more, or I will try start using it more. But we'll see. I don't know what build I'm gonna try next. So if you wanna like suggest anything in the comments, I'll always take any suggestions. I'll see what I can do. I'll see if my head is capable of even trying to do it. Because some of the challenges I see people doing, I'm like, oh my god, how? But some of them are very doable, and that's what I think that's what a challenge should be. A very doable layout or whatever or anything. So if you have any suggestions, I'm always willing to help, and I do look at the comments. I try to react to the comments that I find below, but if you feel like I'm ignoring you, I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I don't always look that much. It's just sometimes I don't even notice till like 3 days after when I'm checking my comment section, and then I feel like it's too late to even react. But I try. Um and I really do enjoy like what I have going on right now. I try to make the hallways look a little bit cozy, but then you'll see I turned this room into a gym. I feel like any mansion would have like an indoor gym, and so I try to think of like what a really cool house would have. And I was like, I would like to have a gym at home, then I won't have to pay for a membership, or like deal with other people. So it would be cool. Like even like thinking of quarantine now, it would be nice to have a gym because you don't really want to be going to gyms right now. And then so you'll see I started doing the upstairs. I'm gonna say I like every single room in this house except for this room. And that's because I made it into like a little playroom, and I used the same mat I did as the gym, I believe, but the issue was it was just a lot of room, and I didn't like I had a lot of stuff that needed a room or it didn't look right, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel completely right at the end of this, and I have to get rid of the basketball hoop, so I don't know. I don't even think I include the video where I got rid of the basketball hoop because I actually did it when I was taking the screenshots. But I realized when, like right now it looks normal, but when you go into like lip mode or any other mode, the basketball hoop clips through the ceiling, and that's not what you want when you're playing basketball. But this room does have a lot of activities in it. It doesn't have a lot of skill building activities, but it has like the Don't Shake a Llama table and a lot of things for the toddler. It has a foosball table, a ping pong table, and a hot tub, and something for the dog even, or the cat. I don't think the cat can use the ring, but I try to make it very like helpful for every sim. But yeah, and then here you'll see I'm trying to make like an indoor theater. I've done this before in a house that I don't think I've recorded, but I think it really looks nice when you do it, and I added even a curtain to black out the window, and I really like how it came out. I added like movie posters and everything. but I think it just made the room. I really like that room, and I like the idea of having it. And then this one's weird. I don't know. When I'm thinking of the Delgato family, I don't know why, I feel like the parents are like on the spring of a divorce, and that might be so wrong. I haven't even read the bio of the family, but I have this room just in case they do divorce, or maybe even some weird guy is living in their attic and they don't even know it. Um, but I thought it was really cool to have like a little bedroom just in case they need to hide someone away, because you know they're rich and rich people have secrets, or I don't know, maybe they have like a weird son that they don't tell the public. I don't know. I just thought it was cool to have that like little element that you don't realize until you go up there, and I thought it really added something to the house. I made it look kind of like dingy. I added like a bunch of things in it. I probably should add like cobwebs and stains on the wall, but I don't want it to be dirty. It just needed to be a little bit messy. And now you see I'm doing the backyard. I got a pool in there, and then I tried to fill up the space with like a bunch of lounge tables. And I think no, I did add a grill. There you go. But I tried to just fill up the space. When there's a lot of porch area, it's kind of hard to do that, and you get a little lost. So I tried to make it not too complicated. I added like a few couches everywhere, and I think I added a rocking porch on the front deck. But I added like a bunch of chess tables. I just wanted the outside to look complete, and so I tried my best to do that, and I think it really paid off. I think the house looks very nice, very luxurious, I guess. And I I'm very proud with this. It just feels good to have it all done. But as you can see, I'm going into the screenshots now. So you probably noticed that I've been doing like voiceovers for my screenshots, but I found that I like talking at the end more than adding just music. Just comment if you don't like that, or if you prefer me to talk. Like, I don't know, like if you don't care, you don't have to comment anything. But I had a lot of fun. I think each room has its own flair, and I really enjoyed that about this. And it actually took a long time to do these screenshots. There's a million pictures at the end of this, and I'm sorry if you don't like the screenshots. Hopefully you probably already clicked off, but it's insane how long this video took and how long that it took just to take the screenshot. It took me like 5 or 10 minutes like on my own time to do it, but I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. My favorite room has to be the toddler's room. It's so cute and so pink, and I love it, and I just love this house now. It kind of reminds me of home because I'm from the East Coast, and they have like a lot of capes and stuff like that. I've never lived in a house this big, but it just has that vibe. So I've been really enjoying doing Brindleton Bay, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. And you can see I added a game machine at the end, but that's basically it for the video. And I just want to thank you guys and hope you're staying safe. And yeah.